Hello everyone, Gustavo Mendes here. Now that we have some media inside the project and we also have a composition, let's put some files in the timeline here. So I'm going to make sure that I have this selected so you can see that's the current edit. I'm going to open up my clarity folder by double clicking on it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this section here to select where I want my A playhead to be. So I'm going to type 01000000, so we're starting at 1 hour. And I have a few options here. I can drag and drop the file, so you're going to see that this section here becomes orange. I'm going to do this again, so I'm going to delete, select it, and you're going to notice that if I move it to a different track, it just, this little bar becomes orange on the left, so I'm going to let it go. So I have the file here. I can also press B to overwrite, and I can also press V to insert. Very common to Avid users. Now, we are not seeing the viewer at this point, so what we can do is I can either press the library button here on the right, and we can see the viewer, or I can press F1, and you can see the shortcuts right here, the keyboard keys that I'm pressing here on the right side. So, very easy to change. And when I'm here, I can use the middle button of the mouse to move the window. I can zoom in and out using a mouse scroll wheel or just pressing plus and minus. I can press F to go to a fit. I can press G to show me a one-to-one. And if I press tab, I can go to a full screen mode. So if I press F, this is a fit. If I do a G, this is actually the 1080 file. So this is the actual side on a 4K screen. F will fit. I'm gonna press tab again. And I can also Control Tab to go full screen and keep the playhead and some of the tools around. So I could actually just use this, and if, for example, I wanted to select a specific DVO, for example, so let's say that I wanted to apply DVO Velvet, for example, to the shot. It's right here. I could click on the button and see the result on a bigger screen. But for now, let me Control Tab again and see here the window and the size. I'm going to change the timeline size a bit, so Control F2. I'm going to go back to the smaller mode, and I can just press play. And I can use JKL, double speed, 4 times the speed. I can go reverse. And for you to use your loop commands, we have this drop down where there's no loop. Yeah, I can loop the clip, the frame, just a specific frame and number of frames. So for example, I click here and say loop 12 frames. It's only looping from the endpoint 12 frames. This is useful when you're trying to use a specific section of a restoration. And I can also do marks. So if I press P, it will select the clip. I can also do I and O very easily for in and out. And I can Control P to deselect my in and out points. So again, if I don't have any marks, I'm just going to select clip. I only have one. And I can easily play back that clip. And since I left it on 12, it's actually playing back 12 frames from the clip after and before. So I'm going to change this again to 0. And now it's only going to play back the clip. So this is really good because you can put some handles to see the result of before and after. So you can compare noise level, that kind of a thing, from the shots around what you're trying to do a quick playback. So this is very easy to use. Timeline, it's simple. I can also create a new track using this bottom bar here, and I can click on this button. So create new video track. New video track was created. I can select and deselect. I can shift control, click and drag to change the size of each one of the tracks. I can zoom in and out using the mouse wheel or plus and minus. So it's basically context sensitive. So if I'm here in the viewer section, I zoom in and out there. If I'm in the timeline, It will zoom in and out here using plus and minus. Same thing here, I can do F to do a fit, but if I had multiple clips, I could press G, and this will only concentrate on one clip, so it's really good if you're looping and you're basically trying to do keyframes. We'll look into that later. But all these commands are very simple, very easy to use.